Hey everyone, it's Lisa and today is Monday and I did a tutorial on this look, which is the best that I can remember doing on Friday with the LYoung Essential Eye palette number 2. I love both of those palettes. They are very smooth, easy to work with. It's hard to mess up on them. They just blend real easy, but yet they have plenty of pigment. And I used the lighter purpley color like I did on Friday, just something different with the Plaza lip. And in the video I don't wear this, so it shows up a little bit better. So I hope you like it, and I'll be right back. The first thing that I did this morning was put on the Clinique eye roller ball, and then I'm going to do my next step, which is the Giorgio Armani Master Corrector number 1. And again this weekend I tried putting my Rachel K on first and then putting this on, and I didn't like it. And I think what it is I like the way this goes into my skin, my bare skin, better than it does on top of another product. And so just for me, this is the best way to do it. So I'm going to go right into that darkness right there and just pat it in. Okay, and then I'm going to use the, since I've been tanning more, I'm going to use the neutral Rachel K BB cream, which I think is what most people would be. It's just a good mid-tone. It's not too cool or too warm. And put that on. Okay, so just work that in and just make sure you've got it spread evenly, and you'll feel that it, you know, kind of dries. And that's what I love, because then when you go to put on your mineral makeup or liquid foundation, whatever you use, it kind of just glides right on. In classic beige. And I'm going to get some in my lid. I used the Sedona Lace little flat top brush for a couple days, but it was just too much coverage for me. It would just put it on too heavy for me. So I've gone back to my Sephora 55 brush, and I've heard that the Multitasker Real Techniques brush is a good one too, so I'll give that a try and let you know. But so I just start right here where I don't mind if it goes on darker, and then kind of just buff it out. And I just see how I'm going, letting the brush go up underneath my eye too. And then what's left, I go down my neck. So you can see the difference in the two sides. It really gives, the two combined give great coverage. And you really have to work it in. That's the key to powders, not making your wrinkles, you know, more prominent, or, you know, your pores, is you really have to buff it in and work it down into all of those wrinkles. And then the MAC Fix Plus also just kind of, I use that, I'd say 90% of the time. Every once in a while I don't use it, but that just kind of takes all those powders together and kind of seals them and makes them kind of, you know, seals them together and takes the powderiness away. And so when you're through, just, you know, take your brush and just kind of work all around, and you'll notice that the more you buff, kind of like the glowier the finish will get. And then go down. Okay, that's pretty good. So one of the things that I'm going to use today for the first time is the Laura Mercier Golden Mosaic, and it is called a shimmer block, and it is, you know, somewhat shimmery. And someone just asked me, was it similar to Amber Diamonds? It really, to me, is not even as shimmery as the Amber Diamond. It's more, and you can concentrate, you know, on one color more than the other, but what I do is take this brush, which is the MAC 138, and I just swirl it around. And if you don't want that bottom most shimmery color, you could just kind of concentrate on the top. And then I just kind of start where I would, go up around my forehead, go like that, and then down my neck. So this is definitely, I mean, if you don't like a golden kind of sun-kissed look, then you might not like it, but I love that. It's definitely like a bombshells or beachy look. And so I'm going to start right here, and then bring it up on my forehead, and then back, and then underneath my jawline. And I always go just a little bit like that, so you can, I like to be able to just see a little bit of the shadow, and then go down. And then you could just go on your décolleté too with what's left, and that's gonna give you a pretty finish on your collarbone and everything. Okay, and you can see that it just provides a good shadow and a good bronze effect, and plenty of people have said that they like to use it on their eyelids also. Today I'm going to do that LYoung palette, but I'll do that, I'll play around with it, maybe we'll do another look like that. So I'm also going to take maybe that darkest color again and just go right back here on my cheekbones like that. There. Okay, and then the blush I'm going to use today is one of my favorites. It is the Baked Matte Satin Blush from Lora, and it's the Velvet Rope, which ends up just being a nice, you know, let's see, hold on, brushes. I've been loving this brush, the 850 for a blush. And so get some on your brush, and then just kind of go under your eye, and then just carry it right back out like that. It just gives you that been in the sun kind of look. I think the rosy tones go well with the tan. Okay, and then I'm going to take this foundation brush and kind of work them out together like that. So that's what gives you that sun-kissed look, but a little bit of color. And I just love this. If you liked the Jane Iredale Moon Glow, I think this is even better. Okay, and I'm going to use the DermaBlend Professional Setting Powder. And I need to go get that brush that I just got because it works really well. It's this little brush from Real Techniques, and I'm not sure what the name of it is. Setting brush. And it's really nice. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that DermaBlend powder, and I just went and Fix Plused my skin, so you can tell it just provides that glow. And I was telling somebody the other day, like the dad on My Big Fat Greek Wedding, you know how he carries the Windex around? That's about how I am with Fix Plus. I think Fix Plus can help you with so many things. Even if you are doing your eyeshadows and you notice that you've put on so many, they're getting kind of powdery looking, and you know, I will even spray my eyeshadow sometimes with Fix Plus, and then most of the time I'll stand in front of my space heater or something and dry them off real quick. But take the powder and I just go in the shiniest areas. And this setting powder also almost makes it waterproof. I mean, it really helps. And then I go down here where I don't want these areas highlighted by shining. And I looked at my Hourglass powders, the ambient powders, while I was back there to see if I wanted to use one, but I think we got enough going on today. So I usually just work that out like that, the middle of my face, and then kind of work it in, those pores and everything. And that way you've still got the glow on your cheeks, but you just don't want that glow. I don't want the glow down the middle of my face because I've got combo skin. I've got kind of dry cheeks and then oily T-zone, which they say that's pretty normal. And let's see, I get asked a lot, do I use a moisturizer? No, because I've always, for years and years now, probably 5 or 6 years, I've used a Beige New Derm, with Retin-A, and I'll go into all that with my skincare. But it pretty much balances out your skin where you don't need a lot of moisturizer. Under my eyes I do. I use Bobbi Brown, the Moisture Rich Eye Cream, if I feel like under my eyes are dry. Okay, so that's pretty much my face. And so we'll go on to eyes, and I am going to use the Eye Basics from Laura Mercier in Buff. And just put that on there, and this just provides a good base, and it's real pretty, and it's about your skin tone, and kind of gives you a sheen. And go all in the middle, and then I just whatever's left go under my eye. I use this LYoung palette, and it is, I've got both of them and I love them. I wish I need to use them more. I need to stop buying eyeshadow so I can appreciate the ones I have. And this is the number 2. Perfect. And I know you probably cannot see those that well, and I'm working on getting a Best Buy and I'm going to look for the smartest looking guy and see if he can help me figure out something good. But I think the straw that broke the camel's back is when I wear black. I don't like to feel like I can't wear black because it's going to drown out my face and my lips and everything I show. I think that's it more than anything. I'm just not one for change. I don't want to have to learn how to do something else. I don't want to have to upload my videos in a different way. I don't want to have to wait, you know, 5 times longer, but I'm going to try. I'm really going to try. Okay, so the first thing I used the other day is, I really love these ProLongwear eyeshadows. And this is Always Sunny. And what I was going to tell you is, go ahead and find yourself some good colors that you like to wear in your crease. MAC Wedge is just a good basic. Urban Decay Naked. The Naked 2 color in the little Naked Basics palette. And then some people like to use a little bit darker, like Handwritten or Foley or something. And then this is a real good one for me, and it's Always Sunny. And you know those days when you go to do your makeup and you're just kind of uninspired and you don't even know what direction you're going, and it kind of frustrates you, and then you end up doing something you don't like or wearing hardly any makeup at all. Well, if you will go ahead and get your crease, which is what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this in my crease, and you'll see that this is just about my skin tone. It's not too dark. It just gives me a very natural looking crease. So go ahead and do that, and don't do anything fancy. Just get it so that you have good definition in your eyes. And I have to carry mine out a little bit further. My daggone, I'm going to do a weight loss chit chat with you guys, because I have some, I think, valuable points of losing weight over 40. And but when I lost weight, I got so thin in my face that I don't want to emphasize any of the bones or anything else. So I kind of carry it over that bone like that. And these just have such a great finish. Okay, so once you've done that, you can basically do no wrong. You could go just like this and put a liner on. You could just fill in your lid with a darker or lighter color. You can just go many directions after that. So the other day, I remember thinking, I'm just going to do something dark on the lid, and I looked at this purpley blue color, which this is my favorite kind of purple. It's the dark kind of purpley blue, and I was thinking I was just going to do it on the lid, and that was it. But when I started, it looked so pretty that I ended up carrying it underneath my lash line also. So the brushes I'm going to use are going to be the MAC LYoung brush. This is the LY39. Okay, so get some of that color on your brush and just pat it on your lid like that. And then sometimes you'll have to, you know, turn your brush up and try to really get down into that lash line. And then I just kind of get it on that moving lid right there, and then kind of work it up like that. And then do that on the other side. So right now we're just working on the lid. Don't worry about winging it out, connecting it to the bottom or anything. Get your lid done first, and just concentrate on getting that like you want it. just make sure you don't want this empty space right there where your eyelid kind of curls down like that. Okay, so you could basically leave it like that, but this color was so pretty, I thought, gosh, well, I bet it would look good if I ran it up underneath my eyes. So I'm going to take the 219 and kind of run it, and you have to be careful because you don't want a whole bunch of fallout. I don't. And then kind of connect it there like that, and then just start, when you connect the sides, just, you know, go ease up naturally and come out a little bit, and then just work back in, and it should kind of naturally flow like that. So work it under your eyes like that, just kind of tap it in, and then come up and see how it's connected, and then kind of just come straight out and back in. And then you can always build on that. And this is one of those looks that's not going to look good until the end, I promise you, because it's, you know, darker. It's going to be different than you're used to. And so then I just kept on, like I thought, well, I'm going to come out a little bit further on this side, and then we'll go up a little bit higher and then come back in, which is good for hooded eyes and aging eyes. Okay, then come right back in like that. And okay, now take your brush that you had, the Always Sunny, and then just kind of buff out that edge right there. And these shadows are very easy to blend. See, even this dark one is easy to blend because you don't want any of that hardness. It's almost easy to blend it too much. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there for the time being. I'm going to do my eyebrows because that always changes things a little bit. Before I do my brows, I want to do this so I don't forget. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 eyeliner in Ransom, and it's a nice blue purple. And so I took this just on my waterline the other day, and it's not real dark. And just kind of work it in the lashes mostly, and it gives you that little bit of purpley glow underneath. Doesn't close your eyes in too much. And that's the only place I used it, was underneath. Okay, this is the Dior Universal Brow Styler, and it says Universal Brown. Okay, and so you just twist it up, and let me brush out my eyebrows really quick here. And okay, so I want to, what I'll usually do is just fill in this front area, and then just light strokes and kind of fill it in like that. And don't normally square that off like I just did, but we'll brush it out. And then what I like to do is carry this out a little bit further like that. And I don't want them to be too arched looking, so I'm gonna maybe fill that in just a little bit, and do like that. Okay, and I've noticed for some reason I've been holding my pencil like this lately, and I don't know why, but it works. I feel like it works well. Maybe I can see better or something. So let me go ahead and fill that in like I did the other one. And okay, and then I'll go like this, and I try to carry this out, and then just meet up this over here. Okay, and you don't want to carry them out too far, but with the eyeshadow and stuff, you don't want them to be too short either. Okay, and this is my just little spoolie from Louise. So let's definitely soften up this front section like that, and just brush this out. Like that. And I found a little clear brow gel I had in I have like an extras drawer, and so I've been using my clear. This is the best brow gel, and it doesn't get you can't see it, you know. Sometimes if you just use clear mascara, you can end up seeing it in your brows. And I like that you can't see it inside here too, because it gets so yucky. I can't stand it. Just another hang up. Okay, so now we've got our brows. So Now it's making our eyeshadow look, it's not, you know, quite as crazy looking. Okay, I'm going to go into this little peachy color here, just because I know I did that the other day. Right in here, just to give a little bit of that peachy color. You always want some kind of warmth to be the last color, like that. And then the other day I also remember going into my Mauveless just a little bit and putting a little bit of the mauve to go with those purpley tones right above here, just on that outer edge. Just blend that all together. And I don't think I used, I think I did use this little, there's a little beigey color in here that I used. And it's right here, it's like a goldy beigey color. And I'm going to take, this is a Chanel number 3 brush, just a good little pointed brush, and I'm going to go right in here and just brighten up that inside a little bit, but not too bright. I don't want anything real sparkly. None of these are too shimmery or sparkly. Okay, and I'm not going to put anything up on the brow. I think it's highlighted enough as it is. Okay, little shadow stick type thing in Smoke, Caviar stick. And this is real good when you want kind of like some darkness at the lashes, but not too definite. So you put it on, and before it sets, you have to take the pencil brush or whatever and kind of smoke it out, because it will, if you try to do both eyes, sometimes it'll set too quick. So I think I just kind of smudge this at the lash line like that, not really winging it out. And so put a little bit on the other side. Don't get, you know, you don't have to go from total end to total end. Just put some on there like that. You could actually do a whole, I might do a whole look with that pencil one day. Okay, and just carry it down to the lash line real well and work it in. Okay, so that is it. Okay, let's see. I think that's it. I think that's all I did. So now let's put on some lashes. Now the other day I had on my typical Ardell 120S. Ended up yesterday wearing the Red Cherry 43 lashes, which you will notice do not have a band, and that makes them a little more difficult to put on. So wish me luck here. I'm going to just wear these today. I usually don't keep more than one pair of lashes kind of going at a time. And so I'm going to use the Duo Dark Glue and just put a little bit on the rim. And like I said, this is the second time I've worn them. The thing about these is, see, you put that little strip of glue, but see how it wants to get down to the lashes? When you use the self-adhesive one, there's so much of a band there, that doesn't really happen as much. But I love the way these look. These look really pretty. Okay, so let's try here. And they're pretty shaped pretty well, and I did not trim them. They're a little bit long, but it worked yesterday. So let's see if I can do this here. Kind of just drop them right where you want them, and the inside you most of the time have to kind of put it where you want it. And then just kind of tap it in like that. Okay, and remember I haven't put any mascara on yet, because if I put mascara on my lashes first, I have a hard time getting the lashes on. I think everybody's just different with that. So just experiment both ways. Okay. This one seems to be going right where it should go. And just tap it on. Okay, so when you see you get the lashes on, it just makes the whole look, because it just provides that shadow that you kind of need to keep the look from looking too, I don't know, too dark or whatever. It softens the whole look. Okay, so while we let the lashes dry, I am going to do my lips. Okay, and this is one of my new lip combos, and I love it. Okay, this is the Dior Candy Rose, which I think is one of the most beautiful pink lip liners I have ever used. And I did buy the Milani Hot Pink, and it is not, it's very, very similar but darker than this. So I'm going to just line my lips as usual. That looks like I got some there. And then I always hate the line in the bottom lip. It's just always, so start like that and then come up. Okay, and I usually just press them together to kind of work it in. And then a lot of times with this is the best lip liner for filling in, because it really helps it stay all day. And it's so pretty on its own. Okay, let's see. Don't want to get too far out of the lines there. Okay, and then the lipstick is Plaza, and it is one of the Dior Addict Extreme, number 476, and these are long wearing, and they're not quite as sheer as the other lipsticks, and this color is just so pretty. And I'm hoping today, since I don't have black on, that you can see more of the color. And it's very, very balmy, but not as, if you're wondering how this would compare to any of the lip butters, it's not as smushy and what am I trying to say, smushy and moisturizing feeling as those. It's a lot more like a nice lipstick. And just like your makeup, make sure you work it into all of your lines on your lips. There. So that it will stay. And so you could just do this right on its own, which, where is my lid? Here it is. And it looks beautiful. It has that kind of like blue tone, undertone to it. And I just love hot pink lips with a smoky eye. I just think they go together well. It's kind of like a housewives look. But so now I'm going to put the lip gloss on, which is let's see, Dior Addict Ultra Gloss Glow 664, and I don't know if the name's on here, but I think it was Rose Bikini, and it comes with the little brush, not wand, but brush, and it is the same tone but brighter. And see, I don't mind using this and putting it back in there because they're the same. And I pretty much, these kind of are just going to go together, and I probably won't use one without the other. So make sure you get to the edge, because that's what gives you that. And get right here. There you go. And oops, looks like I went over. And if you'll do it really good the first time, then when you fill in later on in the day, you don't have to be so precise. It'll already basically be there. But isn't that gorgeous? And I'm not really a big glossy over lipstick person, but this just makes it. And I didn't do this, but maybe I should have, since it's a darker color. I bet that's really pretty. Yeah, make that kind of connect right there. Okay, so now that's settled in. Let's go, and we're through with the Caviar stick, which these are really, really nice. So let's just take this brush and smudge this out. Your liner might have come out of your waterline just a little bit. So I usually just, you know, smudge those together. And then let's put a little bit of mascara on the bottom and top. And I'm still hanging on to my Urban Decay SuperCurl. I love the brush, and it's easy to get off at night. And that's just a big plus for me. I don't like to have to struggle to get my makeup off. Okay, make sure you're connecting these lashes. And just hit the bottom ones just a little bit. You don't need a whole lot because you've got that shadow. Like that. And I just go right underneath. And you can see I'm not concentrating on putting mascara on the whole lash, just underneath, just on my lashes, and just to kind of blend them in with the false lashes. And then come in here like that, and then blend these outside lashes into the false lashes. And that ends up getting some mascara on the lashes, but it's not the same as like doing the whole lash, because these are pretty long. I think these are a little bit longer than the Ardell's. And then put a little bit underneath here. I think that's it for the eyes. I think they're pretty. So let's do our underneath, and I grabbed this, and it is, I don't know which one because I can't see, it's Radiant. And someone said that this was very, very close to the MAC Rose, and let me go get that and we'll do a little swatch. So this is the Prep and Prime Rose, whatever, Radiant Rose. And so I'm going to put a swatch of it on my hand here. And then this is the Maybelline Dream Lumi Radiant. Put some here. And I would say they're pretty close. I mean, I don't know if I could tell the difference. The Radiant Rose may be a little bit more of a blue tone, whereas the pink in the Maybelline might be a little bit warmer. Would be my only. So it's not, I think if you can find the Radiant in the Maybelline, you would be just fine. So I'm going to put that, just like 3 dots right there. And I'm going to hope I don't have any fallout. It's going to mix with that, but we'll see. And just pat it in that darkness. Don't carry it up to your lash line. Just keep it down here in the darkness. And I think that rosy tone looks pretty. And this does not crease. It really doesn't. I think it's just so light. Really pat it into your skin, and you don't have a lot of product right there. I do not have, I used to, when I wore the Bobbi Brown and some other concealers, I think Bobbi Brown, maybe the Jane Iredale, never fail. When I looked in the mirror, I always had to rub underneath my eyes to get the creases and stuff away. This is not like that. You would really, we'll use what's, and it's really kind of, look at that, it's kind of dried. So, you know, this is really, if you can't or don't want to get the MAC, try that Maybelline Radiant. And I like the buff too, but the Radiant gives more of that glowy look. Okay, I think that's it. And I hope you liked it, and I'll be right back with my outfit. I'm going to wear all black. It's not on purpose, it just happens. I wanted to go ahead and wear this sweater before it gets too warm to wear it, because I love it. It's so cozy and just comfy, and I got it on sale at Dillard's. It's Gianni beanie, and I think I got it for, I don't know, it was like in the teens. And then I have on one of the Banana Republic tanks underneath it. The skirt I have on is a Susanna Monaco. It's just a thin black skirt. And this way. The leggings I have on, or I don't know if I've shown these to you before, but they are the Danskin leggings. I believe it was called Supplex. Lana, Seattle, told me about them, and they are the prettiest leggings. They have the prettiest finish, and really, I wanted to not wear the skirt today, but just for safety, I wore it. But you will not jiggle with these leggings on. They are just my Gianni beanies. I had on the boots, but it was just too much heavy stuff. I'd rather have something a little bit lighter on the bottom. Sassy was sitting in my seat. Say hey, everybody. She's shy. Isn't that the cutest little face? She is a sweet girl. You can see how the black just immediately washes out my face. and my hair and everything, but that's why I didn't wear anything black when I was doing my makeup. So hopefully today I will go find a good camera and get that handled. And I just dread learning how to use something else. I just don't have time to do that. It's like if I have time to do that, I'd rather be making a video, but I'm going to, I promise. And I've got to go do just a bunch of errands today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you real soon. I just remembered I forgot to do my accessories. I don't have many on. I have on this, which is the black Artie, YSL Artie ring. And these earrings that my friend Angelique sent me from Germany years ago, and I love them. And they're real light, and they have a lot of show. I get compliments every single time I wear them, and John loves these earrings too. And so with something like this, I wanted to just put, you know, something that showed a lot on. And the nail polish is a pretty pink, and it is Essie Mod Square. It's one of my favorite ones, and it kind of matches my lips. So I hope you guys like this, and I will see you real soon. Bye-bye.